So this is the part of the video where I would normally cut to an intro, but I realized that I don't have an intro outside of the Vlogust one that I made. Make you intro. Funny story about these things, I used to make them all the time when I was in elementary school, and there was a day where we had to teach the class how to do something. So I brought like 30 pieces of paper and handed them out to all the students and sat up front as a tiny child and taught other tiny children how to make these. And about a year ago, one of the girls who was in that class reached out to me online and said, I still remember how to make these. I guess I was a good teacher, I don't know. It feels great to be back in front of a camera, recording my thoughts, talking to you guys. My last upload was only like 4 or 5 days ago, but it feels like an eternity. To go from 31 days of consecutive video to nothing is just a weird, abrupt stop. I definitely missed that push and having something at the end of the day, but I also like the idea of being able to work some of these concepts out a little bit before hitting record and hitting upload. So the other day I was hanging out in the Content Creator Collective Discord, which if you don't know what that is, it's a collective of people who are sharpening each other. We're working to get better at video, we're working to get better at just different concepts of communication and media and just everything that we're doing, we're just helping each other out. It's an amazing collection of folks who just want to learn and want to learn from each other. So if you want to pop in and come say hi, the link is in the description below. But I was talking with one of the folks on the server and we somehow got into the topic of creating content versus consuming content. When Vlogust was all done, I jokingly said, all right, now it's time for me to just binge watch all of the TV shows and movies that I missed during the month of August. And one of the guys typed, no time, must keep creating. And that struck me. That struck me as interesting because I understand that mindset so much. I understand that we're only given a limited number of minutes per day and we should be using those minutes to make things. And yes, we have our obligations and we have the things that we have to do, but as creators, we should be seeking those things out. We should be figuring out how to take the ideas from inside of our head and turn them into something tangible and share them with people. But on top of that mindset, I also am in the camp that an artist is a collector. The things that I create are very much a collection of the things that I've consumed over the years. This is a page from my Austin Kleon Steal Like an Artist book. It is falling apart. I need to get a new copy of this book. But this specific page is exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna read it verbatim so I don't screw it up. He says, garbage in, garbage out. The artist is a collector, not a hoarder, mind you. There's a difference. Hoarders collect indiscriminately. Artists collect selectively. They only collect things that they really love. There's an economic theory out there that if you take the incomes of your 5 closest friends and average them, the resulting number will be pretty close to your own income. I think the same thing is true of our idea incomes. You're only as good as the stuff you surround yourself with. My mom used to say to me, garbage in, garbage out. It used to drive me nuts, but now I know what she meant. Don't neglect the consuming of content. Surround yourself with content that inspires you. Watch it, observe it, study it, know what it is that makes you respond to it so you can then in turn take that and reflect it back to your audience. So it's the middle of the afternoon, I'm starting to feel that drag that kind of hits around 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and I need some coffee. I'm starting to put together a visual that I think pairs really well with the ideas that I'm trying to unpack. You start with good stuff. You put good stuff in, you get good stuff out. This is good books, good movies, good comics, good TV shows, good YouTube videos. There's so many good creators out there just making amazing things. Take the time to consume that content because it's worth it. But this filter, the filter is us. A lot of us consume the same sorts of content. We watch the same TV shows, we watch the same movies, we listen to the same music. But the way we process that as individuals is unique to us. The way you filter that and output it to the world is going to be different than how I do it, or how you do it, or how the guy next door does it. I don't know if the guy next door makes YouTube videos. He might. But that's it, garbage in, garbage out. You put good stuff in, you take the time to consume good content. You're gonna filter that through the psyche of you, through the filter of you, and you're going to output good stuff. So absolutely yes to make stuff every day, but also absolutely yes to consume good stuff as well. Don't neglect that step.